Jacob was on a journey, a long journey home. He had been away for many years. He had left his family behind. He longed to see them again. But fear gripped his heart. His brother Esau was waiting. Esau was angry. Jacob had tricked him out of his birthright. Jacob feared Esau's revenge. Jacob sent gifts ahead. He hoped to appease Esau. He prayed for protection. He knew he needed God's help. As night fell, Jacob was alone. He was by a river. He was afraid. He knew Esau was near. He felt the weight of his past mistakes. Suddenly, a man appeared. He wrestled with Jacob. They wrestled all night long. Jacob fought with all his might. He was determined to win. The struggle was intense. It was a battle of wills. Jacob refused to give up. He clung to the man, desperate for a blessing. The man touched Jacob's hip. It was dislocated. Jacob was in pain, but he would not let go. He knew this was no ordinary man. "Let me go," the man said. "It is almost dawn. I will not let you go until you bless me," Jacob replied. Jacob was desperate for God's blessing. He knew he needed it to face Esau. He wouldn't give up until he received it. The man asked Jacob his name. "Jacob," he replied. "Your name will no longer be Jacob," the man said. "From now on, you will be called Israel. You have struggled with God and with men, and you have overcome." Jacob had wrestled with God, and he had won. Not by strength, but by persistence. He received a blessing instead of a curse. Section 5. A new name, Israel. Israel. What a name. It meant he struggles with God. Jacob was a new man. He had a new name. He had a new identity. He was no longer Jacob, the deceiver. He was Israel, the one who struggled with God. He was a changed man. This was a turning point in Jacob's life. He had faced his fears. He had wrestled with God, and he had emerged victorious. Jacob limped away from the encounter. He was injured, but he was also blessed. He was a new creation. His past was gone. He went on to meet Esau. He was no longer afraid. He had God's blessing. He had God's protection. The meeting was a joyous one. Esau forgave Jacob. They were reconciled. God had answered Jacob's prayers. Jacob's struggle is a powerful image. It shows us that we can wrestle with God, we can pour out our hearts to Him, we can bring our fears, our doubts, our struggles. He will meet us in our time of need. He will not turn us away. God welcomes our honesty. He wants us to be real with Him. He wants us to wrestle with Him until we receive His blessing. Jacob's new name Israel became the name of his descendants. They were the people of Israel. They were a people who knew how to struggle with God. They were a people who knew how to rely on God. They were a people who knew the power of God's blessing. Jacob's story is our story. We are all on a journey. We all face struggles. We all need God's blessing. Like Jacob, we must be persistent in our prayers. We must not give up until we receive God's blessing. When we wrestle with God, we are transformed. We are made new. We are given the strength to overcome our challenges. So let us not be afraid to wrestle with God. Let us come to Him with all our heart. He is waiting to bless us.